God designates and delegates, and to bring to light for everyone what is the plan of the mystery hidden for ages in God, who created all things. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 9, the English Standard Version. The Apostle Paul writes in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11, "And he gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the shepherds, and teachers." Note, God has given the church a diversity of designations. Thus, there is no reason to mimic what others are designated to do, since the specific designation that God has given to each will be underutilized if everyone tries to be what receives the most likes. Each believer should know their gift or particular calling and operate in that designation. And local churches' authorities need to understand this and assign ministers based on their giftings. Further, members of the local churches need to grasp this so that they do not expect each leader to preach like Peter and speak in diverse tongues like Paul. The Apostle Paul understands this concept and testifies in the text for today regarding the specific calling God had given him. While it is true that the Apostle Paul was given multiple designations and delegation, as his mission was to Gentiles in particular, but he preached to both Jews and Gentiles according to Romans chapter 1 verse 16 and Acts chapter 13 verses 13 through to 43. The Apostle Paul shares the gospel in Israel and far beyond, also striving to take the gospel to Spain according to Romans chapter 15 verses 24 and 28. The Apostle Paul's preaching included the plan of the mystery hidden for ages. The mystery was that Jews and Gentiles could receive salvation equally through Jesus the Christ, according to Ephesians chapter 3, verses 3 through to 6. The Apostle Paul was aware of the specifics of his calling and his giftings, and he operated based on divine leading. It is God who designates ministers, and it is God who delegates the context where the minister should serve. It is God who determines the message that each minister is called to deliver. In the context of the text for today, the Apostle Paul references God as creator, confirming and affirming God's ultimate involvement in the design of all things living and non-living. This was not a one-off testimony, as the Apostle Paul refers to God as the creator in Romans chapter 1 verse 25 and Colossians chapter 3 verse 10. The Apostle Paul taught that everything created was created by God and created good. In 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 4. Lord, help us to understand that what you have given to each of us by way of designation and assignment is good, because you are good. May we operate based on the divine delegation and not on what is popular. Amen. You have been listening to Morning Manna with Reverend Bonnie EBW Smith, Superintendent of the Moravian Church Antigua Conference and Minister of Christian Education. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. God bless you.